Hi, I'm Jerry Mormon. I've had polio my entire life. I was born during the last polio epidemic in 1948. I didn't walk for the first 5 years of my life, which is very common with polio victims in that it hits your muscles. Polio is a lifelong affliction. All the time that I was growing up, I would go a couple times a year to Memphis, Tennessee, to the Baptist Hospital for crippled children to be checked up, and every time I went, I heard the doctors tell my parents that I would not live much longer. Well, I think all those doctors are dead and I'm still here. So it wasn't that they were trying to be mean or anything like that. It's just that not much was known about polio. Got a master's degree at Delta State University, which is another school in Mississippi. And then I got my doctorate when I was 29 years old at Mississippi State University. It's a surgery at Baptist Hospital and Campbell's Clinic. These things were because of the funds that people would give and the dimes that they would donate and the dollars and the checks that they would write, and that's still important. Birth defects are a horrible thing, and I've seen children everywhere. I see the results of that on the college campus today. I've seen them for years sitting by themselves in the cafeteria, sitting by themselves in the classroom, going out alone after a class. And money is one thing that's easy to give. It's harder to give a piece of yourself and sit there with that young person with cerebral palsy who can't talk. It's much more difficult to sit there and try to understand what he or she is saying and not want to get up and run or not be afraid of them because they're different. You know, you need to donate a lot of your money, but as far as I'm concerned, you need to donate your time and your empathy and your love and compassion. And the thing is, comes back again, most of us are busy working every day, earning a living, taking care of our families. Without organizations like the March of Dimes, who's going to do this?
I was born at 28 weeks, so I was, 14 weeks premature. I was 3 pounds, 6 3/4 ounces at birth, and I was in an incubator for about 6 weeks. And as a result, I have cerebral palsy, and so growing up, it was physical therapy. I was blessed to have strong faith, strong family that made sure that I was as adaptable to what my friends and family were doing. So I was involved in sports and things of that nature. I worked harder than most people, and here I am today. The March of Dimes covers so many things when it comes to mothers and babies, that not only babies that are born premature are touched by the NICU. I mean, when you look back historically, we developed the vaccine that eradicated polio. And so it's not just right now, it's in the past, now, and going forward. I mean, there have been people and mothers and babies that are touched in so many different capacities. And the sad thing is people don't even realize that they're touched by the March of Dimes. The March of Dimes is going to continue to research to help prevent that and inform families and communities as to how to really take care of themselves as pregnant moms and ensure that they're doing everything that they can to make sure that their baby is as healthy as possible. I mean, in all honesty, for those of you that don't feel that the March of Dimes is a local organization, local charity, it doesn't get any more local than this, because if it wasn't for the March of Dimes and the research they have done, I wouldn't be here today.
Well, my name is Lindsay Lobato. I'm 16 years old and I go to Fruita Monument High School as a sophomore. And my life, I am very active. I am part of the Fruita Monument Palms team, and it's been a great experience for me. I love dancing and just like being athletic, and I ran track in the past, and so I just love being active and just living my life to the fullest. Well, I was 1 pound and 10 ounces when I was born, and 3 months early, and I dropped to 1.3. For about 25 weeks, so about 3 months. So it was a very long time, and yeah, I was on oxygen for that full time. Just to know what the families go through and to know what my family went through, it's just amazing to know what the March of Dimes Foundation can do for those families. Yeah, the March of Dimes has played a huge role for me. just realizing what they do for all these premature babies and just how they just help all the families know it's going to be okay, know that they can get through it and that they'll help them. And I am blessed to be as healthy as I am and being able to participate in all the sports that I have and the dance that I'm doing now. Just going and seeing some of the babies who are not even a year old and just seeing their families with them, and some of those babies, on oxygen like me, or others who were less fortunate have gone through eye surgeries or heart surgeries, and it makes me a little emotional to see that, just knowing how lucky I was.
And so our story with the March of Dimes really begins on December 11th, 2011, when Bella was born at 24 weeks gestation, so 4 months early. Bella weighed 1 pound 9 ounces when she was born, and she was 12 inches long. We were in the NICU for 101 days. We got thrown into the scary, frightening world of premature birth and everything that goes with it. Bella suffered a massive brain bleed about the 3rd day after her birth, and things were pretty touch and go. There were several moments where we didn't know if she was gonna make it. And I like the mission of the March of Dimes. I like that every day counts for these little babies. Every day that they can get growing safe inside their mama's belly is the best. And so we just want to help share our story and raise awareness. And I think that the way they reach out to the community and the research that they're doing has impacted so many families and so many babies, babies like Bella, but then also the babies that got one more day because of the research that's been done and the medical technology that's been evolving. So it's impacted babies like Bella and our family, but it's also helped babies not come early like Bella. And I think that's huge. I think it's given me hope. I think that I can look at Bella and see the many miracles that were given to us through medicine, through our faith. I just think I'm really honored to be able to share our story. One thing that is really important to me is that we use Bella's early birth as a way to give hope and encouragement to others who find themselves in the same situation for whatever reason. And to let them know that that miracles happen.
Without organizations like the March of Dimes, who's going to do this?
Because if it wasn't for the March of Dimes and the research they have done, I wouldn't be here today.
It's just amazing to know what the March of Dimes Foundation can do for those families.
It's impacted babies like Bella and our family, but it's also helped babies not come early like Bella. And I think that's huge.